Children, welcome to online session. Today we are going to learn about growing plants. Okay? Now, plants and plant products meet our everyday needs. So, this is why we need to grow more plants. In this session, we are going to learn about growing plants from seeds, roots, stems and leaves. Okay, so plants are amazing. They grow not only from seeds but also from roots, stem and leaves. Let us learn how new plants grow. See, this is a picture of growing plants from seeds. Okay. Children, if you eat an apple or an orange, you will find some seed inside of the fruit. No, new plant can grow from these seeds. So here I have given the structure of a bean seed. Look at this. This is outside of the seed and this one inside of the seed. See here, this is the outer covering. Okay, this is an outer covering. It is called seed coat. So these seed coats protect the baby plant inside the seeds. Okay, so here a tiny hole will be. So the seed coat has a tiny hole through which the seed gets water. So this is the outside of the bean seed structure. Now inside, see, seed leaves are cotyledons, store food for the baby plants. Okay, so this is the shape of bean seed. So this is the example for plants from the seeds. Now what is the meaning of the seedling? What is the definition of the seedling? See, if the seed survives and gets the right amount of air, water and warmth. Okay, warm where we will get? We will get from the sun. So, if the seed survives and gets the right amount of air, water and warmth from the sun, it will produce a baby plant or it will call seedling. Okay. Now germination. What is meant by germination? The process by which a seed produces a new plant is called germination. Okay. Now I will show the picture different stage of germination in a bean seed. See, this is the different stages of germination in a bean seed. See, in first stage, seed is under the soil. So seed is sown under the soil. So it is getting right amount of air and water. Next stage, slowly a seed appearing, a seedling appearance. In next stage, seedling develop the roots and shoots. See, slowly it is developing the roots and shoots also. And in next stage, the baby plant grows, leaves appear. Okay, see, in first stage, second stage and third stage there is no leaves, but in fourth stage slowly the leaves are appearing. Then in fifth stage the cotyledons shrink and disappear. So finally it will bloom very nicely. So this is the different stages of germination in a bean seed. Next, dispersal. Children, what is meant by dispersal? See here, particularly we are going to learn about seed dispersal. Okay. So seed dispersal is a movement or transport of seeds away from the parent plant. Okay. The process by which the seeds are scattered away from the mother plant. So it is called dispersal. See, I have given the definition. The process by which seeds are scattered away from the mother plant is called dispersal. Here, these are the different types of dispersal. What are they? Dispersal by wind, dispersal by water, dispersal by animal, and dispersal by the explosion. Now, one by one we will see. Okay. First one, dispersal by wind. Okay. Look at this. This is a cotton plant, no? So, seeds of certain plants are very light and have wing-like structure or hair on them. So, these seeds are easily carried away by the wind from one place to another place. So, it is called a dispersal by wind. Even dandelion have fruits with parachutes of air that catch the wind and blown. Okay. Next, dispersal by water. See, the lotus fruit has a spongy part and the coconut has a fibrous outer covering to enable them to float on the water. See, here they have given the coconut. So, seed of coconut are the dispersed by water. Okay, so fruits which float such as those of water lily also, it will carried by the water. Next, dispersal by animal. Okay, so animal dispersal seeds in many ways. Okay, small seeds can be carried on the feet of birds and other animals. Even squirrel also it will bury nuts for food supplies over the winter, but sometimes leave some behind which may grow in new plants in the spring. Okay, dispersal by animal. Actually, human beings and animals eat fruits like cherries and mangoes and throw away their seeds. Some seeds have hook or spines. They get stuck to the hairy skin of animals and are carried away. Birds swallow some seeds which come out unchanged in their dropping. So this is called dispersal by animal. Then last one, dispersal by explosion. Okay, some plants distribute their seeds by violently ejecting them so that they fall well away from the parent plant. Okay, so the fruits of some plants like the poppy, then pea and bean burst open when they are ripe, scattering the seeds in all directions. So this method of seed dispersal is called explosion. Okay, so first one, growing from the seeds over. Okay, growing from the seeds, we saw the germination. Then dispersal. In dispersal, what are the types? Dispersal by wind, dispersal by water, and dispersal by explosion over. Now, growing plants from roots. Okay, growing plants from roots. Now look at these two examples. One is carrot and another one is dahlia. Okay, so food is stored in the roots of carrot, radish, turnip, beetroot and dahlia. So new plants can grow from these roots. Look at this example. A new plant can be grown from a carrot top. See, carrot is down. So from a carrot top, now growing plants from stems. Okay, see, look at this. This is the eye, no, this is the example of potato. Here eye is there, so this is eye. So these eyes are what sprout and form new tubers underground for digging and eating. Okay, so there are many plants including trees, shrubs, cans, grasses, vines, lilies, etc., which send up the green shoots directly from their roots. Okay, in many cases, underground stems called rhizome. Okay, which have the roots coming from them. Next one, onion leaves. So an onion will grow leaves when planted in soil. So these leaves are used as a vegetable. See, this is the leaves, no? So it will use for a vegetable. They are eaten either raw or cooked. The leaves are often chopped into other dishes in the manner of onions and garlic. So this is the growing plants from stem. Then, in case of the rose, hibiscus and money plant, see rose, hibiscus and money plant, new plants can grow from just stem cutting of the mother plant. See here also they are doing stem cutting from the rose plant. See in first step the stem is cutting from, see the stem is cutting. In next step the cutting portion is there, no? The cutting portion of the stem they are planting in the soil. Later on the stem cutting grows into a new plant. Okay, so here they are introducing a stem cutting from a rose plant. Later it will plant newly. Okay, then growing plants from leaves. Look at this. This is the Bryophyllum leaf. Bryophyllum leaf. So this leaf has many buds. See here buds is there. Here also see this one, this and all are called buds. So the Bryophyllum leaf has many buds on its margins. Okay, new plant arise from these buds. So here from the buds newly plants are arising. See, new plants are arising. So new plants arise from these buds when the leaf fall on the moist soil. Okay, then these Bryophyllum is also called air plant. Okay, it is also known as air plant. In Bryophyllum, the leaf allows the development of many shoot buds. Then crops and agriculture. Okay, plants that are grown in large quantities to provide food and other useful substances are called crops. Okay, so this practice of growing large quantities of plants for food and other purposes is called agriculture. Okay, there are different stages of agriculture. Different stages of agricultures are there. Now one by one we will see with the example. See, this is the first stage of agriculture. See here the field is plugged, it's loosened the soil. So these help us to get air into the soil. Okay. Second method. In second method, manures like cow dung and some chemical fertilizer are added to enrich the soil. So why they are adding this chemical fertilizer and cow dung? Because it will enrich the soil. Then after that, healthy seeds are sown. Now the crop is irrigated, that is water. Okay, the water is supplying to the crop. Then finally the crop is harvested. Okay, so it is ready to be consumed. This is the last stage. It is ready to consume. Now, how we saw different stages of agriculture, no? Now we will see how to protect the crops. Now, first one, terrace farming. Actually, crops need protection from birds, insects, rats. Okay, before and after harvesting. So they are sprayed with pesticides to protect them from insects and other harmful animals. So farmers also use scarecrows to scare birds away from the field where the crops are grown. Here, terrace farming, and we will call step farming also. Any one name, terrace farming or step farming. Okay. So what are the benefits of steps farming? The major benefit is the conservation of soil and water. So it will greatly reduce the soil erosion. Okay, terrace farming is the most common in hills as it provides the physical barrier to soil erosion by water. The mountain is made into step which slows down the speed of rainwater, preventing damage to crops. Look at this. This is the picture of step forming. So usually where it will where they will do mostly in hill stations. Okay, a particular crop may grow well in one season and may not grow that well in another season. So this is why farmers grow different season. Okay. Now there are two types of crops. One is Kharif and another one is Rabi. So what is the difference between Kharif and Rabi? See, first one in Kharif, crops grown from June to October. But in Rabi, here crops are grown from November to April. Here in Kharif, crops depend largely on the monsoon rains. But here, the crops do not depend on the monsoon rains. Here, what are the examples for Kharif crops? Rice and maize. Not only rice and maize, sorghum, pure millet, groundnut and cotton also example for Kharif crops. Then for Rabi, I have given wheat and legumes, and some more examples also I will tell. So now wheat, legumes, barley, oats, pulses and mustard also example for Rabi crop. Okay, children, now we will come to end of the session. I hope you understood this lesson. Please go through well and learn one by one line in the textbook. Okay, thank you so much. We will meet in next session.